Hey, Pilson, how's it going?
Hey, Carlos, it's going well.
Very well. So, we've been trying to do a success call for a few days already. For this latest contract that you locked in, I believe it was last week,
Yeah, it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I think.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted us to talk about this contract because I mean it's continuity for what you already started, of course. And it's been quite a journey. So I would like to hear from you on how it go, how was the conversation, or everything that we typically speak when we have a success call.
Okay. This is a lead that came in from Detroit, and we had just edited the markets that I was targeting. I think it was just a week before, and I added certain areas in Michigan, Metro Detroit, and then a couple on the west side of the state.
Mhm.
One reason was because the other people were just telling me, hey, it's hot market. Two, I actually grew up there. So, I thought it'd be fun to market an area where I knew the neighborhoods and have a little intel on there. And then also it's like, if I ever did get into like flipping, that might be an area there that I would want to actually do one of my first flips.
Awesome.
So
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, so the lead came in
Mhm.
probably within less than a week of after we started marketing Michigan and Detroit. And so she set an appointment. I got on the phone with her the next day because she booked the appointment really late at night. Just like overall, it was a really relatively quick call. I want to say it was probably less than 35 minutes and was my first one call close.
Nice.
I wasn't expecting that at all. The other ones that I've locked up have taken multiple calls. And then, just like reassuring the lead that, hey, this is the right one. But she was ready to go. I learned later that she had actually tried to go through another wholesaler, but maybe like didn't work out. I didn't know that at the time that I was speaking with her. But yeah, definitely she was living, or she is living, in a house that's like a real fixer-upper. Definitely need to get out of there. She said she bought it 2 or 3 years ago, hoping that she could flip or fix up the property herself for her family. She got in way over her head, realized it, ran out of money, and just couldn't finish the work. And essentially she said that she has to do what's best for her family. So that's why she was getting out. She was very open with me in terms of her pain points. And it was, I want to, admittingly, it didn't take much to get her to open up. That's like one reason why it was such a quick call.
Yeah.
But, even from the beginning, it was a very easy conversation. It didn't feel forced. And I shared this success with Ian Ross because I'm part of the Close More Sales Disruptors kind of group with him. And he said, well, maybe it's because like you do know the area, because I know exactly like the neighborhood where her property is. Like my parents have a business which is like a mile down the road, and my sister went to college probably like, not too far from there. So we were kind of like talking about that, and Ian was saying that maybe the call went so well because like you felt comfortable, and perhaps like she felt that ease and comfort in that, which I think there's something to that as well. But
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, and that also gave you a peace of mind that you knew the price was right, that you could lock in the deal successfully at that price and make money out of it.
Yeah.
Was it the first price that what was it her asking price, or you gave her an offer that was lower than that?
It was, she gave me like a range. So, I put
Mm,
my offer kind of within that range, and yeah, there wasn't any resistance.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a few days since the deal was locked in, and you're telling me that there was already some traction going on.
Yeah, like I said, it's a new market for me. So every time I go into a new market, I don't really have a list of cash buyers. So my first
Mhm.
kind of go-to is just to put it up on some of the local real estate Facebook groups. And so I posted it last Friday. And then within a few hours, my messenger is blowing up. Yeah. So I was just like feeling that all day and over the afternoon. So I had my first round of walkthroughs on Tuesday. And I had one offer come in, but I'm not accepting that yet. And I have a couple more walkthroughs today. It's still pretty early. I mean, it's like a week since I marketed it. And I have I contracted it for a 60-day close. I had her sign a novation on that too, just in case I wanted to list it on the MLS as an as is.
Mhm.
And this one was great because I was very open with the seller too. I was not going in pretending like I'm the one buying it. I was just saying like, hey, we may buy it, we may flip it, but we may otherwise just resell it to another buyer. And so that's been helpful too, because like all these investors going in to look at the property, I don't have to lie. I'm just gonna be like, hey, there's some buyers coming to take a look at it.
And she's okay with it.
Totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the times, I mean, especially when you get people through Facebook online marketing, they're asking for offers, like cash offers. A
Yeah.
lot of the times, in my experience working with multiple real estate investors, right? In my experience, what they tell me is that those people are looking for convenience. Yeah, they're looking for the price that they want. Yeah, that matters to them a lot. But the fact that they're looking for an option other than the traditional route of listing the property, a lot of the times it's because they're looking for convenience. They're looking for, and convenience can mean different things for different people, right? So yeah, I mean, maybe she's willing to get people in her house, but as long as she's gonna be doing without I mean, she's gonna end up finishing this ASAP, right? Like, um, and is she in a hurry? Besides the being living in a fixer upper, is there something else that is making her be in a hurry?
I mean, it's just it's not proper living conditions for her and her family, and she knows that.
Yeah.
She's not so much in a hurry where it's like, hey, I need a 14-day close, because
Okay.
she still needs to find her next place. So we're gonna have to work out some sort of like 14-day holdback or something after closing. But like she's
Okay.
ready to move, and yeah, like like going the traditional realtor route isn't an option for her just because she can't get like conventional
Yeah.
anyone to buy it on a conventional loan. It's a piece of work. And yeah, she has a lot of kids living in the house too, so she doesn't like having a lot of people come through. She understands that we need to do that for the buyers, but like I imagine like if she had showings and stuff, she wouldn't want that all the time.
Yeah. That's cool. That's really, really cool. So I'm excited for you. Can you walk us a little bit through the numbers? Some rough numbers, please.
Yeah,
And
so
you already said that you're gonna be wholesaling it, most likely,
yeah,
or
I'm gonna
novating it.
wholesale it. Yeah, because I already have been speaking with a lot of cash buyers. Through this though, I made really good contacts with both like end buyers and realtors who represent out of town cash buyers. So had good conversations, and now I have a go-to list for my next lead in Detroit. But yeah, I locked it up at 22.5. And then it's out for, I marketed out on the lower side, like 35.5, but I've been hearing a lot of feedback from the people who walk it. So I can go back and renegotiate it to get a lower one. So I think the spread could be like 15 to 20 on that.
Nice. And have you calculated with the deals that you've done in the past, have you calculated more or less what is your average assignment fee, more or less, or you haven't?
No, but like I know I'm locking them up. I know when I'm doing the numbers and locking it up. I spoke to Jesse about this too. He said I'm going too low, and I definitely, and with you too, you know, we talked about it, like maybe using that bracketing system. So it's something I'm working on, you know, like not going in with not having enough room to work with. But I'm aware of this. So like next time around, I'm trying to give myself a lot more room so I can have bigger spreads.
Yeah, but I don't think you're locking it too low to compared to other people. There are wholesalers going for $5,000, $10,000 is like huge for them. I don't think you're at those levels, despite the fact that you're 100% virtual, right?
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you've had to JV some deals in the past, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you're looking at for the purpose of like understanding how much money you're bringing into a business, you need to look at the entire assignment fee, right? And of course, in the future, you can remove the JV partners, and then all of that money is gonna come directly to your business.
Yeah.
But that's how I think you need to evaluate the success of your negotiations. So I don't think you're in the lower end of the people that negotiate too low. I think you're negotiating fairly good. And at the end of the day, this is smart decisions for business. Like when you're in the process of getting a business off the ground, yeah, at the beginning, you're trying to get all the money that you can get, right? You can try to monetize every single opportunity, right? And the home runs, they're gonna come, right? I would love when to do a success call. I would love to do a success call when the first home run that you make is there. I don't know, maybe a 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, something like that.
That's the goal for the next one.
I'm gonna share with you another success call that I did with a client yesterday. And those clients, they're looking at 25, 30K in a wholesale deal. So
that's my goal for the next one, hit the 25, 30.
But at the end of the day, is you need to be where you need to go with what you have. Right? So you like Chris Voss, right? And I was looking at this training the other day, that's on YouTube. He was talking about like how the concept of like low anchoring fails a lot more than it works. So he was saying that he was trying to get transportation, and it reminded me last month that I went to Las Vegas. There was this like transport, and there wasn't Ubers, right? So we were asking like, multiple cars how much it was, and they were charging like a lot of money for like a 10-minute drive, maybe $70 or something like that. So I don't know. I don't understand if they were trying to anchor the price high and then potentially give a discount and maybe do 50. But what I do know is that completely shut down the negotiation because it was completely out of range. You see what I'm saying? But if they're dealing with the situation, they need to get trips, right? And they see like, okay, these guys are needing the trip. There's no Ubers. Maybe I will just give a discount and do multiple trips. And instead of making 70K on each, 70,000 on each, I'm gonna try to make 35 on each, right? And then they're gonna have enough demand for that to make sense. So similar here, you have a contract, you have a person, you have a specific house, a specific situation, right? So you need to go with what you have and try to look in the deals with the motivation, the amount of motivation. This one is also tricky because it's also a lower price range, right?
Yeah.
So that one is going to be also trickier to try to maximize the numbers. So, but it's money coming in, and it was an
Yeah.
easy one,
Mhm.
right? You didn't have to have multiple conversations. So
Oh, yeah.
I still consider this one a really good success deal for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Anything else that you want to add? I don't know, in how you see yourself maybe in the next few weeks with this project. What is your goal? How do you see yourself going? I mean, with the leads that you're getting, how do you see yourself making it happen?
Last month was a little slower, but we tweaked the marketing campaign. So June, been getting good leads. You know, first week it was really good. Had good conversations. I sent out like a couple contracts. One I'm kind of waiting on. The other one, she got like cold feet, but whatever, it happens. But I'm also like I think I'm approaching these calls and leads better because I understand that and I think this helps with me being more comfortable with my sales process.
Mhm.
I'm getting better at really focusing on that first call where I'm like qualifying the buyer and seeing if it is a good fit. Because I don't want to waste my time on like the leads who I know won't work out. So like from that first call, I can already like understand, okay, this isn't really going to go anywhere. So like maybe like obviously go through the sales process, but don't like spend too much effort.
It
And
will
then
be
shift your
like
focus over there.
It will be like a not for now type of thing. Maybe in a few months,
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
Yeah. So I think I'm getting better at like doing that, prioritizing the leads who I know I can move forward. And then just like maybe not focusing so much on those other ones.
Love it. Thank you so much, Wilson.